Hey, this is Pat. It's the 18th of November 2010, and yeah, thought I'd just give you a quick update on how things are going in the world of Jinx. We're going to have an announcement about Bordello Death Tales, which is going to be very soon, but we're not ready to tell you yet, but it's worth the wait. Strips vs Werewolves will of course be shooting next year. We're all looking forward to that. We might have an announcement on the way about House on the Witch Pit as well, which would be really cool. So that's all good and groovy. The main thing for this podcast is a couple more clips from the live Fake Blood on the Lens stuff that we did earlier in the year. Might have some more live dates coming up. Every time I start talking to this camera, my cat walks in and mews. I've got no idea if that just came out on the audio. Fuck off. Yeah, rehearsals are cheap. Rehearsals are cheaper than shooting. In the case of KillerKiller, that location, that Worley Hospital, was costing us 3 days we shot in that hospital for, and it cost us over half of the budget of the entire movie. So every frame that we were shooting in Worley Hospital was costing us a bomb. Rehearsals, on the other hand, are dead cheap. Once people are on board with your movie, then to hell with doing it in a hotel. Bring them around your house then. You can stay in your house, you can eat pizza, and you can just rehearse endlessly. Because that way, if the actors have actually got the movie, if they know the whole thing, like the back of their hand, then once you go somewhere where it might be costing you a lot to shoot in, it doesn't really matter. Because if they know exactly what they're doing, point the camera at them, you can get the scene done. If they're forgetting lines in a location that's costing you £1,500 a day, you're going to be losing your rag with them fairly quickly, and the shoot will rapidly turn sour. So don't go anywhere expensive to shoot until you've rehearsed the hell out of the people that you're working with. Because rehearsals are cheap and they're kind of fun as well. Yeah, once you're actually in production, this will be one of the most intense experiences of your life. There's no other way around that. I tend to operate on a level of mild freak out for the entire period. I won't sleep properly. I will continually wake up thinking I'm still on set. You will wig slightly, and then when it ends, you go, I can't wait for this to end. I can't wait for this to end. I can't wait for this to end. Then it finishes. And then you sit there and you go, I haven't got anything to do, and then you just start crying and stuff. It is, you will react very strangely to it. If you don't react strangely to it, you're not working hard enough. Keeping everybody fed ties in with the whole thing I said before about treating everybody really nicely. The thing that will piss people off quickest is if they're hungry. Even if they're not really getting paid much money, if you've got nothing to offer them, if you treat them nicely and you feed them something different every day as well, then they will go that extra mile for you. We had our lead actress on TrashHouse was a vegan, and we had neglected to tell her. There's another thing about the audition process. If there's any unpleasant stuff you want people to do, for God's sake, tell them at the audition. Don't wait till they turn up on set and they go, you want me to do what? In her case, she was a vegan. We hadn't pointed out that the guts and offal that we were going to be using was real, because we couldn't afford all the latex stuff, so we'd just gone down the butchers. The smell of shooting 3 days in a hot warehouse with rotting offal is something that you'll never ever ever forget. But if she had got the fact that we treated her nicely all the rest of the time and kept her fed with food that's to their taste as well, means that the crew and cast are willing to go that extra mile for you, and you can actually get this stuff done.
If it doesn't,